Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. So it's very interesting now. Obviously, the end of the week volatility is starting and ongoing, and it's getting quite interesting. It's nice to see a bit of action. Price followed through. It did actually what we wanted it to do, what I highlighted in the last video. That one more high, happened. It was only a short one and a pretty mighty rejection up there. So this could now form the top. I'm not entirely sure yet, because price hasn't really confirmed it. But if we break out of this trend line to the downside, and if we break below the wave 4 low, what we counted as wave 4, 27,160, then I think we have a top in place here. Now, the thing is, obviously it's a short-term uptrend, and until we get a signal that the short-term uptrend is over, we really can't say, okay? But as I said, a break below that wave 4 low at around 27,160, break below that could confirm that the top was in here. The last few days we said, okay, we probably formed here something like an A wave, a B wave, and a C wave in this wave 2. And as soon as we see a bit of a rejection or a strong reaction to that resistance area, we could start the third wave down. So one more low is still expected for Bitcoin at the moment, especially as long as we are moving in a corrective way to the upside, and as long as we are below resistance. And the relevant resistance level for a breakout, at least the level where probabilities shift more in favor to something more bullish, that level is here at 28,050. Now, until we are far away from that at the moment, but it has already reached the resistance area. Talked about it all day, that this is an important resistance level here around the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level, around 27,000 to what is it actually, 27,260. So we had resistance here before, here, and just now again, price just doesn't seem to be pushing higher, just doesn't seem to be able to do it. But we've got a bit of an ascending triangle going on there. Yeah, you could see the 38.2 retracement level as horizontal resistance line of the triangle. And then we've got the ascending trend line. Or you see it a little bit like an ascending wedge, and price is following that. What I don't like about the wedge is all this space here, which is completely free. So it's not a terribly well-defined wedge pattern. But still, price seems to be adhering to it as well. So that's interesting now, and I think it's just worth watching. All eyes need to be on this ascending trend line here, because if price breaks down from here, it could indicate the start of the third wave. On the flip side, this wave 2 to the upside is very short at this stage. So also am open to further continuation as long as we haven't broken below the wave 4 low. So it's always like, okay, the wave count reveals to us a certain resistance area or pivot point and the wave count, and it also gives us the pivot, which decides, or which is the pivot point between continuation to the upside or reversal to the downside, and that major point is actually up here, 28,050. So it can still use the entire area. So I'm just saying that it has now, it's basically got a count complete now. So it has an A wave up, a B wave down, and a C wave up. And I think in the previous video we talked about the possible target, which was the 61.8 extension of the A wave. Now let's just look at that. And that was here at 27,400 roughly. Now that level was also reached and price got rejected. So this is the first relevant target for such a C wave. Now a better target would be the 1-to-1 ratio, the 100% extension around 27,670, but we're not there yet. And again, without a clear reversal signal, I can't really say what if we have topped here, but certainly that wick is a strong rejection signal. Let's see what happens. The idea is obviously, if this is a C wave, this could be complete after 5 waves. We have seen 5 waves, but what is also possible, and it's always possible, if the price now is not moving down impulsively, which it should do in the direct downside path, but instead we do a correction, then it might just do an extension of the C wave, and we do something like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the C wave will be finished up here. So just a bit of an extension. This is unfortunately possible, because if this is all of wave C, it was also very, very short. It only reached the 61.8 extension. But then again, we are constrained by the pattern. And all we need to do, we need to have all the eyes need to be on that support level here, the trend line. And overall, if I zoom out a little bit, then you can see that the idea is that somewhere here, the wave 2 should finish. Until I have a reversal signal, it's impossible to say it has topped. So at the moment that we go with the trend and the trend still says up, but it's obviously getting challenged. Ideally, somewhere here it tops and then should come down in a third wave, move up in a fourth wave, and come down in a fifth wave. So I count the move down that started in May here as a wave 1, as a wave 2, as a wave 3, as a wave 4, as a wave 5, because it is an ABC pattern, and this the C wave consists of 5 waves. Well, alternatively, we don't deal with an A, B, C, but instead we could deal with a WXY structure. If we deal with the WXY structure, in the very short term, price action should move in a very similar way, so also downside. But the difference is that in a Y, if this is the Y wave, then the Y wave itself should be only a 3-wave move. A wave instead of wave 1, B wave instead of wave 2, and C wave instead of wave 3. There shouldn't be a 4th wave or a 5th wave. So let's just take that away. And yes, there is a potentially more bullish direct breakout setup. You know, I'm not a perma bear or something. I'm just saying that so far, off the 12th of May low, this is a crystal clear 3-wave move to the upside. Bitcoin has avoided to create a 5-wave move up, which would allow us to count the overall correction complete. Now, still in an alternative interpretation, Bitcoin would have completed this entire correction already on the 12th of May. And then this would form something like an extended, like a leading diagonal, a wave 1, a wave 2, a wave 3, a wave 4, a wave 5. So it has a bit of work to do to prove to us that it has already bottomed. At the moment, until I see that, I have no evidence Bitcoin has bottomed. But overall, don't forget that this scenario, even if it's short-term bearish, what I just showed you, is embedded in a larger degree bullish scenario. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.